Hello and welcome to Moonshots. It is your girl, M. Trey in the house, y'all. And I am so excited to be bringing you the second episode of Moonshots today. And this is what it is all about. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. We've got um We've got we've got our spirit guides with us today. Clearly, is just what that was, and I'm totally cool with that because there is such a thing as spirit guides. See, I can't help it. Anyways, okay, so a lot of really great uh, things happened last week, but before we get into that, let me just remind you who I am. I am your sales confidence coach with the High Five to the Vibe movement. And we are the bridge of confidence taking you and your sales process, your rev ops, from being sales nervous to giving five-star service. And yes, it's a bridge of confidence that it takes. There's always another breakthrough to go, and that's either going within. Really, it's the journey, the heroine's journey first. And when you decide to take on the journey of personally developing your character, the character of the leading role of your life, guess what? Then you can step into it and embody your star player energy. So I'm so excited to present to you Moonshots today. So there's a lot going on in the global economy. And when it comes to sales, and the reason that I have such a passion for sales is because anyone that's selling something on the front lines are the bravest people on earth. They're the bravest people on earth. Not for nothing and not to over exaggerate, but the ascended masters that we look up to religion wise, or just ancient, indigenous mastery, you know, uh, whether it's Buddha, whether it's Jesus, whether it's the Dalai Lama, whether it's Mother Teresa, whether it's Oprah, whether it's Elon Musk, you've got to go against a lot of people that just ain't gonna like you. They will sometimes. I mean, if you're not, I think my friend Stephen Michalski from the 413, he said it best. Like if he if you're not getting stoned, like not high stoned, but if you're not getting stones thrown at you, cut into, crucified, over the product or service that you're offering that's going to be a betterment to everyone that you speak with, then you're having a good day. Your day is never that bad. And that is kind of extreme, but it's the truth. So I invite you all to attend the 413 community. It really is an incredible community. They meet on I should say we meet because it is my community and I love them to pieces. I just can't be there every day, but you will get the best, incredible people that will be there. You will learn so much, if especially those of you that are looking to expand your communities, those of you who really would like to have somewhere to go every day and develop that skill of connection, learn from entertainment lawyers, from leadership gurus, from master investors, from the architect of peace. You've got so many incredible people in this community that if you are just now, if you're starting out or you're in a phase of your business where you need to expand your network, we've got Kelly Wood in there who just received a patent, one of the first Black women, African American women, if that makes you feel more comfortable to say it like that. um, but she's amazing, and she just patented, and she just got a patent for a rotator um, device for like your physical rotator cuff device. Now, I will put the link into her crowdfunding campaign in the description box below so that you can check that out. In fact, anything I reference, I'm going to put a link in the description box below because it's just an incredible community, and these people are coming together and really intentionally creating meaningful change in the marketplace. And if you're ready to really do the work and you just need that motivation and you need somewhere to start in the morning because it's nice, bright, and early at 4:38 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is my time. Stephen Michalski, the spearhead of the whole thing and the champion of the whole endeavor. We just celebrated the 300 days last weekend. It was incredible. But he gets up at 3:45 a.m. every morning. 300 days just a couple days ago celebrated, and they're still moving forward, still expanding. So, what price are you willing to pay for literally a master class and to connect with master beings, like-hearted and like-minded queens and kings across the board, and doing powerful things, amazing things, and energizing each other? I wouldn't, if I ever at all felt lonely in this journey and I didn't go to that free gathering community every day on Clubhouse, I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So I highly recommend that you do that. Anyways, and it is important. It's important to mention that because that's a big part of personal development is emotional intelligence and learning how to connect and intentionally building community and being a part of that. So that's why I'm inviting you to go to that. Okay. So that's one thing that you can do every single day, every day of your life. You can go there. So, at this point, as they are building, you don't want to miss out because what they're creating is incredible and nothing short of winning at everything, which is the motto. They do not marginalize winning. So, aside from that, uh, this last week, incredible events happened. Collective Eye had a conversation with the author of The Power of Regret. And let me tell you, what a life changing book. Because I am in a community, in another community also called Rev Genius, which you definitely also want to connect into if you're in sales of any sort. But it's actually geared towards sales development representatives. I joined because I am an entrepreneur. And so, yes, I better realize that sales development and business development is a very big part of my business and that I get to learn. I said, well, if all of these experts are in this free community that's creative, that cares about people, I, you better believe I'm going to be there. So I joined, and the information they share that we share, because I participate and I don't just take, I give, because that's a very big part of relationship building. It's been incredible. I give feedback whenever I can, whenever I get a free moment, I'll go in there and I'll, share resources that I have, and I'll, share other people's events on my social channels because that's what you do in community, by the way. You don't just go participate, you actually engage because that's how you build real relationships. So when it comes to being a salesperson or an entrepreneur, you you want to immerse yourself where your customers are hanging out. You want to immerse yourself where you can be of service and you can learn and be inspired. You want to be inspired to be an inspiration. And then it's a cycle that just never stops and only expands when done in authenticity and in excellence. And in excelsis, I should say. So um I just get so excited talking about these things. So the the more clear and the more clarity that you can have about what you're doing, where you're doing it. So, who am I to be is a question to ask. Who am I to serve is a question to ask. And I'd say the third and biggest question to ask is, what am I doing here? And why am I talking to this person? I mean, they seem like simple, kind of trivial questions, but the more that you have a solid answer for every time you ask those questions, there you eliminate this horrible phrase, imposter syndrome. And hopefully we can, my goal is to help 10 million people by the end of 2022 to eradicate that phrase from their even thought process, to make it so obsolete that it's not noticed, like the color blue in some like ancient tribe couldn't even recognize the color blue because they'd never seen blue before. That's how I want us to retire the phrase imposter syndrome. And how do we do that? We do that by being clear on who we are and what we're here to do, and committing ourselves to the healing journey of our life, and aligning that with our career goals. Because when we do that and we get more clear, then it's like magic almost. People actually understand what you're doing, where you are, and the people that actually need your help can actually see that you're there to help them, and you can actually help to close that gap for people and resolve issues. Which brings me to the Mindset of a Sales Warrior, incredible book by Jason Forrest, who was a mentor in when I was a part of the Breakthrough Accelerator as a business and ideation stage. What was awesome was that Jason Forrest and Mary, they came and they did a training about sales, and I absolutely love them because I love sales, and they are like really the trainers that I kept in touch with the most. And after that training, because and it's just because my heart and passion is in, I love psychology, I love sales, I love the development process that people go through that decide to take on sales and entrepreneurship. So that's why I know that this is the field that I belong in, because when I can help develop 100 leaders and organizations by the end of 2022, when I can have positively moved 100 thought leaders and organizations in a combination, and move them from where they are on the and light the path to where they're going, and really get them going, then I'm fulfilling my purpose. Because it takes a really strong, courageous, and convicted person to decide to jump into sales or to be an entrepreneur and create their own magic in their life by helping others to achieve something incredible in theirs. So, sales, the mindset of a sales warrior, I have cracked back into that, and it's amazing, and it has inspired me so much. And again, just really clarifying what I'm doing, clarifying my message, clarifying my audience, you know, that is so helpful. It's been so helpful to me, and the results have been so astounding that I said, I'm ready to teach a class on this. So I'm happy to invite you all to come to my class, and it's called Master Your Ceremony. Master Your Ceremony. It pays to have sales confidence. It really does. It makes conversation so much easier. If you see my video from a couple weeks ago to today, you can tell that by doing David T. Fagan's icon building branding message alone has transformed the clarity in my communication and in what I'm even actually doing, in who I am, and in knowing exactly how I can resolve issues for my prospects and my clients and everyone to me that I want to work with, because I'm choosing my clients as you should choose yours, or you qualify them, even if you're an SDR or a BDR and you have a certain list that you're calling through, you still get to qualify your clients. And that comes with the clarity as well. And it's so much easier to qualify when you're qualifying your clients. Then you are with your prospect. You both are sitting side by side saying, okay, let's take a look at what you got, what you need. Let's take a look what how I can help you, and let's see if we actually make a good fit. Because guess what? If you don't, what you still can do is, by sitting side by side with them, you still can refer them and give and help them solve their problem, even if it's not your solution. That expands your heart just to get on a biological level. And it intrinsically does something that's satisfying, but it also helps you make a connection that probably has other people that they know that may need your service eventually down the road. So you don't just blow through connections, you create real intimacy. And when you do that and you're really there to help others, then the blessings just fall down. It's just how it goes. And it's almost like magic, but it's really just, it's an art and a science, and it's creation. And creation is not magic. It's actually just what this beautiful planet we call Earth is. It's a creation planet. It is it is here to create. And we are, by the way, Earth people. So we are literally here to create. That's all we have to do. I love my Rev Genius people, and they were talking about Simon Sinek had a quote that said, um, "Sometimes being human, the hardest thing to do. Sometimes the hardest thing to do as a human is to be human." And I'm here to tell you that it is when because we. It only feels that way because we are sold. We are being sold on a way of thinking and a way of being. Every turn we take, everything we look at, everything we read is trying to empower or trying to overpower our mental state, because the most expensive real estate on earth is the human mind, because there's so much potential in it. Just like Jim Quick of Limitless, the author of Limitless, says, our minds have unlimited potential. We as human beings. And so that's why I am so excited to help you to harness that. And it's actually it's not as difficult as you think. It just takes you being intentional and focusing. And that's how you go for over that bridge of confidence, from being sales nervous to giving 5-star service. Because once you're clear on who you are, who you're here to serve, why you are wherever you find yourself on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis, what you're doing there. Once you are clear on those things, you can't help but to attract the right people, because your message is clear, and people will because you'll know why you are where you are. So you're going to be more intentional about where you go and where you invest your time, energy, and money, because you're going to be able to make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons, in the right places, with the right people. And then it's a joy. And then you're going to be fulfilling your heart, because what we're going to do on Sunday. It's an hour and a half. We're doing it Sunday evening at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's the Master Your Ceremony. It pays to have it pays to have sales confidence. And the reason that we're doing that Sunday night is because I want you to go out this week and burn, baby, burn. In the description box below, if you want to meet sooner than that and go through a one-on-one meeting and have a quick 30-minute spotlight session, and I can tell you exactly how to learn where you need to be and what you need to do and help you learn how to do that. And that's on me. And that's for a limited time only. So, that offer will change. And when it does change, I will put that in the description box below. But as long as the offer still stands in the description box below, you take that link and you book some time with me, 30 minutes. Or the link for the Sunday at 5 p.m. meeting is going to be there. And you can just go straight there. We're going to have a ton of fun. You're going to want to bring a journal. You're going to want to bring your planner. You're going to want to bring a mirror or have a mirror available that you can look at. Because we're jumping in. This isn't like some little feeder. This isn't a feeder workshop for me to sell you something else. This is the jam. And of course, there's always opportunities to work with me on a deeper level, but this right here is going to be a jam for you. And what we're going to accomplish, what you will have at the end of an hour and a half, is a clear-cut plan for yourself and your business for that following week. Then, at the end of the week, you reflect on it. I'm going to do this every Sunday evening for a while because I believe that with the right frameworks in the right environment, that's a safe environment, because we're gonna do that planning, but we're also going to do character building and character development exercises. We're going to do it's going to be fun. It's not going to be a stressful situation, and it is going to be work. So it's going to be both, and you're going to be able to enjoy your weekend knowing that Sunday evening you're going to plan your week out. And that way, on Monday morning, you're going to wake up in a different vibration because you're ready. You are ready because you know what you did. You know what you have ahead of you. And now you're going to move through the week in excellence with the expectation of greatness instead of fear and confusion. You know what I'm saying? So, for those of us that already have a solid plan for the week and still get to develop your confidence outside on top of that, this is still going to be excellent because I'm going to share you how to go through the things that you have planned already, or the way that you move through your appointments. I'm going to show you how to do that with posture and with grace and with clarity, so that now you can anticipate moving through your appointments and your calls with the expectancy that you're going to create relationships and you're going to be able to help some people right away. And some people it's the long game. It's a little bit, it's the long game, and you're going to be able to create those relationships with confidence. So I'm super excited that I'm going to stop the moonshots for now. I think that's enough of M Trey for today. Never enough M Trey, is it? No, I'm just kidding. But there will be more. Stay tuned. I'm also going to have a link to all of my, other channels, Instagram. Uh, I'll actually, you just got to look up. This is my handle on Instagram, Twitter. I'll put the links for everything else below. And until then, signing off, it's Michelle M. Trey Hollis with Vision Board Music and Vision for the Soul, your master of ceremonies, helping you to master the ceremony of your life and your events. If you need an MC for that, you can always holler at your girl. And yes, this is Vision Board Music and Vision for the Soul, where we be in harmony of sound, mind, body, spirit, soul, and money with the high five to the vibe. Peace and blessings. We out.